kind of at this intersection of this exploding wearables trend that we're hearing so much about, including here at MobileBeat, lots of talk about that, and digital health. And we're sort of where those two things collide. There was an analyst report recently that said something like 60% of the wearables business is kind of health and fitness related. So I think that tells us there's a lot of interest in making health and wellness a smarter part of your day, a smarter way of approaching health and wellness. So what we do is we combine a bunch of sensors that are wearable and this wristwatch design that you mentioned earlier, and then connect that to the cloud. So upload all that data, run a bunch of algorithms on that data at the cloud layer, figure out things like steps that you've taken and the calories you've burned, but maybe more interesting things like how much you've slept and what your sleep quality is, and then render that all for you in rich data on the web, if you like, or in mobile. For us, this user experience is not just about collecting a lot of data and then charting and graphing this data for you. We do that too, but for us, as we tested the right way to deliver this kind of thing for users, over and over what we were finding is charts and graphs are only interesting for a little while. And then people are left with this question of, well, now what do I do? So our answer to that was habits. We created this notion of what are the concrete actions that I really could take in my normal, busy life, and I'm going to make those routine. I'm going to practice those. I'm going to get a little bit better, a little bit more consistent about those things. So that's what we call habits. We give you 10 of them to get started. One of the interesting things that we're seeing right off the bat is that sleep is of real interest to folks. We have a few sleep habits, and those score very high in terms of the habits that people are actually choosing to adopt and to track. Maybe you have your own theories about why that is, but my own is that obviously by definition we're unconscious during our sleep, so it's a mystery to us. And now we can start to get data about it and it's sort of seeing this part of your life that otherwise you couldn't see. And we measure activity in a lot of different ways at Basis. You can look at your step count, which is a kind of normal thing to do today in sort of fitness devices, connected health devices. But we also track minutes of activity, so it doesn't matter whether you're stepping or not, just some sort of elevated metabolism, elevated activity. How many minutes of the day are you doing that? And there's lots of data that says you need 30 minutes of elevated activity a day. So we have a number of different vectors that we can look at activity, but by and large, we need more. We have a web app. We have a device that can connect in two ways. It can connect what I call the zero configuration way, as you just plug it in via this USB cradle, and you don't have to set anything up. Everything just transfers automatically, and of course it charges it at the same time, as you say. For us, mobile is really doing three things. It's giving you the ability to look at your habits and your performance kind of anywhere you want, anytime you want. That's a great thing. Connects automatically. So with our Android app, the Basis band will connect to your phone, upload the data, even without you triggering it. It just happens automatically. So when you do look, it's relatively recent. But maybe the most powerful part of mobile for us is feedback loops. It's the ability to get in front of you and reward you for having done the things that are good for you, like when it's time relevant, give you that sense of motivation that comes out of doing the right things. Or maybe for some of us, it's the little nudge to do the right thing at the right moment when you need that reminder. The question is, are we looking for the iconic product that really makes the wearables category, like the iPhone made the smartphone category, or arguably the iPad made the tablets category? And my perspective on that is a little bit different. My perspective is the wearables category is already very fragmented. It's already very diverse. So I don't think there is a product that will make the wearables category. I think there may be several products that make different parts of the wearables category. Maybe future generations will look back on Google Glass as sort of being the iconic product that started an infotainment wearable space. I hope they look back on Basis as being the iconic product that started a connected health and wellness wearables category. But I think what we're going to see over the next couple of years is really just more and more diversification. I think we're going to see wearables of all kinds doing all kinds of very discrete things, and I think that's great for all of us.